How you doing? It's me, Nomad here again. Well, it turns out that there's about, on Amazon anyway, about 10 models, varying in cheapness to, expensive. I mean, you can go all the way from like a battery bank that has a bunch of DC ports that can fit in your laptop. And I could have gone with that. There was a really neat looking one. Maybe I'll show it in the video here. And the link here maybe. That was cool, but it didn't have a plug. It just had a bunch of, DC, like it has a DC out and you have these adapters for your laptop. But I really wanted the plug, so I started looking at the plugs. And the range of the plugs is anywhere from like some little cheap thing where it's just a little plug to these like power stations that you could hold, like a little mini, like about the size of this, right? And it's got like 2 plugs and all that. But I don't want to haul something like that around the coffee shops and stuff. I want something that I can fit in my computer bag. And I wanted something that looks good because, LA is like, they're so aesthetically driven. Like everything is about how something looks, right? Like, so, to not draw too much attention to myself, whatever I'm using needs to be small and it needs to look good. Can't look like some crappy thing. What's that? What's he doing over there? Let's call the police. Oh, anyway, I kind of narrowed it down to these 2 models, and one was from a company called, it's kind of a boring name. What is their name? Henry or something? Gosh, I can't remember. But it was anyway. And it's this model, the Novoo, whatever. And it's like a can. It's about the size of a big soup can. And all the plugs and outlets come out the top. They just came out with a new version. The first version it got good reviews. The cool thing about it though, it was only like $67, right? And it did 60 watts output. It has a 3-prong plug, 2 USB ports. It doesn't have a DC out, but I don't really need that. So I'm like, I was just about to buy that, and then it said, you can pick the different colors, like if you're buying clothes. So it had 2 versions. So I looked at another version and it says, oh, there's a new updated version. The new updated version was $90, and it had a bigger battery, 22 mAh battery, and but it puts out 80 watts, And they took all the complaints, because I always look at the negative reviews just to see what people are saying, even if it has good reviews. And I look at the negative reviews, and people are complaining about a few things, like the quality of the build. Some people said that like when they pressed the buttons, after a while it just popped into the thing and they couldn't operate it anymore, stuff like this. But I think they addressed those issues in the newer version. So I kept flipping between that and this other thing that was kind of neat. It was sort of like a rugged power brick with a 3-prong plug. Now it didn't have a cover on the plug. This one does. The can one has a cover on the plug. That was another plus for me. But the first version, the other one, it's sort of like a rugged brick, and it's durable and it has a display. It had a little display on it. This doesn't, and it had 2 USB ports and a DC out. But some people complained about the plug being flimsy, like your plug wouldn't stay in the plug and whatever. But for the most part, I got a lot of really good reviews. I'll put a link to it also in the link here, and this is what it looks like. I can't remember the name right off though. So I was just flipping between those 2, like which one should I get? That one was also with a discount, about $67. So hey Rox, can you close the door? Honey bunny, honey bunny. Ay. Roxanne, can you close the door?
Cat?
No, that was me, just having fun.
You sound like a cat?
Not really.
I thought it was a cat.
I said, honey bunny, come here. Eventually, I decided to go on the Novoo. I just felt like I didn't really need that DC out port. It has a cover over the plug. I don't need USB-C. Actually, this one has a USB-C and a USB, but I don't really need a USB-C. I guess if you have a Mac, there's a lot of new devices now that are powered by USB-C. A lot of Chromebooks and laptops, Mac laptops. Just give me 10 minutes. The new, what do they call it? Microsoft Surface. Anyway, my computer I bought like 2 years ago, it uses a regular laptop thing. So I decided to go with this. So It's called the Novoo. So let's see what we got. Now the cool thing is Amazon does this new Prime next day, same day, and next day shipping. It literally, I was sitting there at 2 in the morning looking, and it said I could have this in 5 hours if I order within 5 hours the next day. So that was last night, and here we are. Man, I'm telling you, Amazon killed retail when they did that. So I just know my experience, you know, with retail, going to Home Depot and other places, is horrible. Like, so I'm a big fan of Amazon. I mean, I don't like some of the stuff they do with the workers and all, but we'll be dealing with that later. But I'm a big Amazon fan. So let's look at this and see what it's all about. Now, I noticed in the negative reviews on these battery banks, you know, people were like, oh, you know, I plugged it in and, you know, it charged like one time and then it was, yeah, you have to do that, huh? They're like, oh, you know, I charged it and it did one charge and then it wouldn't charge again. Well, the reason this is, and they warn people, you know, in the information, and I know about it, is if you ever buy a lithium battery powered product, usually when they ship it, the lithium ion battery is not fully charged. It's like just charged enough to, you know, for them to ship it. So usually it says, you know, you have to fully charge the first time. And so what I suspect is happening with these people is they're not doing that. They just pull the thing out and they start using it. So a warning, these battery banks, you know, unless it says fully charged, ready to go, charge it up fully once at least, you know, and then use it. And I think that will allow your battery to last a lot longer. So I'm real excited, man. I'm not as excited as I was about the OmniCharge, but maybe I was just under the spell of their marketing, you know, because that product was the leader. I mean, they call it, like it was ahead of its time, but now the Chinese have caught up. So now there's a bunch of knockoffs. You know, 3 years from now, you're gonna be able to buy the same thing for $10 at Walgreens. So, you know, it took me 2 years to be able to buy one. So yeah, so I would look on Amazon and just, you know, see what's out there. But I've already done a lot of research for you, so if you're just a person with like a laptop and a phone and you just want to be able to work remotely, I really recommend this product. And, you know, again, the link is below. If you want to support our channel, all the links are affiliate links with the Amazon store that we use on the channel to raise money. Anyway, I like this one because I feel like it was a good balance because, you know, it looks good. Everyone was raving about it on the reviews, and it only costs like, I think with the discount, I think it was like $90-something. I can't remember the exact price. And I think this will do the job. One lady was like, man, I charge all my stuff all day. I can't really believe that, but let's see what's going on here. Neat packaging. You know, nowadays they have to have fancy packaging for everything. You know, we just can't be quiet over there, huh? You have to be doing this.
How many more minutes you gonna be going because I gotta go get some tissue paper.
Okay, you just let me finish. These interruptions are making it take longer.
I said I have to go get some tissue and other things you don't know, so I'm just saying.
Here's the rule.
I'm just saying how many more minutes?
10 minutes.
That's all, okay, that's all.
10 minutes. Okay. As a rule, when you come to your mom's house, you need to bring a roll of tissue and a bottle of water. Just know that.
Right.
And two paper towels. I had a roll over there. There's a roll over there for her.
Well, I already bought that, so I'll just buy it.
You brought that over already? Okay, can you be quiet for a minute? Okay. All right, we're back. Jump cut. Anyway. Wow, so what is this? It's a present from the technological future. Wow, they had to do all that just to give me the user's manual? Jeez. You think it was a Japanese company or something. Okay, well, not much of a user's manual. It's just like a bunch of languages. It's really just 2 pages. Okay, great. Now, what is this? So, look, it comes with some USB-C adapters, which I need more of these anyway. By the way, I don't know why people make so much fuss about USB-C. I mean, you can, oh wait, no, this is a regular USB and a power cord. Cool. The one complaint people were saying about some of these devices is that to charge the battery bank, you have to use this, and if you lose this or something, in this case in particular, because it has a weird thing, like you won't be able to charge it. Like, I don't understand that. Why not use it like with a phone or something? Why this? Why not? Because, you know, like, what are engineers thinking, man? Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. Here it is. Wow, this thing's pretty heavy. It was like a lightsaber. Okay, it's not a lightsaber, but it's got the power of a lightsaber. Okay. So see, it has this cover, which I like. See? That way, you don't have to worry about dirt and crap getting all up in here. Especially if it's in your bag and there's dirt and crap in your bag. Or you're at the beach or mountain climbing or whatever you're doing. So that's cool. That was a plus for me. It doesn't have a display, but it has these lights. So let's turn it on and see what it does. Ooh, see, it's not fully charged. Just 2 lights. We'll turn it off. How do you turn it off? Hold the button here. There it goes. There's it going. The lights are just kind of flashing there like that. What does that mean? What does that mean? Power off. I just found out what happened. Instead of having 2 switches, they have 1 switch, but to get the, so you see how okay, so if we turn it on, we turn this on, it lights up, but the AC power is not on. To turn the AC power on, you have to hold it for 3 seconds. And then see the green light? Now you can plug AC power in. So that's cool. To turn it off, press and hold again to show the main battery level for 1 minute. When the connection is fully charged, it will stop, turn it on again. So the cool thing about these devices too is that they have like, this one, you know, has surge protection, overcharge protection, and 2 other protections. I can't remember what they were. So, you know, and that's what I liked about the OmniCharge, because it had all that stuff too. So you really didn't have to worry about, like, you know, if you did something wrong, it just wouldn't work, you know? But yeah, this is cool, man. Now I am free. Jeez. I can't even, I've been so limited by where I can plug in my stuff. I can't even imagine like what I can do now. It's gonna open up a whole new world for me. Jeez, it's gonna be amazing. So let's turn it on. Let's turn on the AC. AC is on. Let's open this thing up. Let's plug this in. Bam! Just kidding. I'm not getting electrocuted. Okay. Think it's gonna work? Hey, it's working! Wow. See, we are off the grid, man. Oh, one issue I was worried about, like most of the other power banks are flat on the ground or on the table or whatever. They're flat like this, and you plug your stuff like this. This is the only one I saw that was up like this, and you're plugging everything like this. I'm just worried that, like, you know, if you have this on the edge of a table and you're working somewhere and you have a plug here, that the weight will tip it over. That was a worry I had. That's it. This is the Omar Novoo 81 watt, 22 milliamp power bank with an AC adapter. And it's awesome. So I highly recommend it. The link is below. See you later.